Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel once again. And for today's video I'm going to share two brand new Pokemons, showcase two brand new Pokemons that have got a new update over here, which is going to be the move of Fairy Wind. So the two Pokemons that I'm going to use are Slurpuff and Weezing. Both are actually Fairy type Pokemon, where Weezing is part poison as well. So this is the battle sets that I just played before the starting of season 12, but you can say as pre-season friendlies or pre-season battles as well. So this team is again a AVB team style, which I got with one of the content creator and my friend Krishna, because he was actually running a double fairy with Swampert, which actually is really good because double fairy in the backline is weak to steel, poison and fire, which Swampert Swampert can handle and cover both of the back Pokemons over here. And whereas for Swampert, since he's double weak to grass over here, both Galarianweezing and Slurpuff have access to Sludge and Flamethrower for the coverage for from grass actually. So the team style is ABB, whereas my safe swap is actually Slurpuff over here, because with Fairy Wind and the coverage move of Flamethrower and Energy Ball, it can give me switch advantage or maybe give me shield advantage as well. And it's a kind of a bait to rule out a potential fairy counter as well in my opponent's backline. So let's jump into the battles and check out this team over here with double fairy. Moving into the lead over here, I pick up a lead of Altaria once again, and I swap out into my own Slurpuff, to which they respond with their own Escavalier over here. So Escavalier will really not appreciate the Flamethrower coming in, which they let it go over here, which just one-shot the Escavalier over here, and now they have to come back with their own Registeel. So that is the thing, because what I believe, Slurpuff is such a good safe swap as well in terms of fairy. Because of its coverage moveset of Flamethrower. So Zap Cannon coming through, which I can easily survive, and I think I can get to one Flamethrower back, to which I think I will be getting myself shield and switch as well, which is really good. And that's how strong Fairy Wind along with this two coverage moveset are. It's really good. So that is the reason I'll be now coming back with my own Swampert to shield up the potential focus blast, which it was, because it could have done so much damage to me. And now they switch out into their own Altaria once again. So for Altaria, I do have a really hard response to it, which is my own Galarianweezing, which is not very highly ranked, but it is not that bad as well, because it's a traded IV1, which is 3, 10 and 9, which is decent, which I feel do have some play as well. To which now I'll be going for the first player up, which does give me the final shield from my opponent's end. And now I'll be shielding up on my own Galarianweezing over here, and after charging a bit of, I think I should have charged a bit of extra energy, then I should have went for the player up. But nevertheless, player up will be doing massive subtractive damage to this Altaria, and I can easily get the farm down. To which now they comes back with their own Registeel. And I don't want them to farm me down. So that is the reason I quickly safe swap again into my own Swampert to get one Hydro Cannon off the Registeel and get the win for the first battle with double fairy lineup in the back. So that's a really good game. Moving into the next matchup, I get a lead of Defense Deoxys over here. So Defense Deoxys is kind of tricky to handle with this team. So I'll be first going for the Hydro Cannon, which being a Shadow Swampert, it does more damage as well, to which now I have to shield up the potential Psycho Boost over here. Psycho Boost, the first Psycho Boost would have done the most damage, to which, but they went for the Thunderbolt this time. And now, since I actually overfarmed quite a bit, so I have to invest my both shield, and that was actually a Psycho Boost from the Defense Deoxys, to which now they comes back, I think, with their own Sableye over here, to which they'll not be actually very much appreciating the Hydro Cannon going through, doing so much damage, and to which now I can easily come back with my own Slurpuff and go for one Energy Ball. So Energy Ball, though it's neutral, but it's so low and squishy as well. So that is the reason I can get one shield from my opponent end as well, and I can easily get the farm down, which I could not. But now it's a tough situation for me because I have to come back with my own Weezing over here and load up on energy, to which now they comes back with their own defense Deoxys over here. And I went for the Sludge because I know Sludge from this kind of range will be eventually getting the knockout, and the final Pokemon from my opponent's end is going to be a Noctowl, which is very tanky. So since people do tend to let the first charge move go through, so that is the reason I'll be going for the player first. And now after charging, I should have charged a bit of extra, but this is a CMP type, which I am fine with. And now I can easily survive one Sky Attack, which it is because Galarian's Weezing is kind of tanky as well, to which now I'll be going for the next next player off once again, to which now they eventually shield up over here, and I can easily come back with my Swampert, win CMP and snipe it down with a Hydro Cannon over here. So that's a really good game. Moving on, I've got a lead of Unova Stunfisk, to which now they swaps out into their own medicham over here. So I should have on the hindsight swapped out into my Slurpuff and not Galarianweezing over here, because Psychic would do so much so much super good damage to my Galarianweezing. But since they come back with their own Unova Stunfisk, which does not have too much play, so that is the reason I'll be coming back with my Weezing. So Weezing does come back in against this Medicham and does give me shield advantage, which is fine. And I'll be letting this next charge move go through, which is a power up punch. So they're actually letting power up punch and Psychic and not Ice Punch, which is even better, because power up punch is not that of a good move, to which now I'll be going for the next Hydro Cannon, which does in turn give me the knockout for the Medicham, which I'm happy with. And to which now they comes back with their own Ferrothorn over here. So for Ferrothorn, I'll be going for the hard-hitting nuke of Earthquake, and which does land, doing almost 80% of the Ferrothorn's health. And now they comes back with their own Unova Stunfisk. So for Stunfisk, it is good that I'm having access to Energy Ball, which does land for so much damage. But since I'm having two shields over here, which is kind of the win condition for me, because I do need to shield up some of the discharges coming from this spammy Unova Stunfisk, to which this is going to be the next discharge, which I let it go because I can survive the next discharges as well. As you can see, this Mudshot is doing virtually nothing to me. So I'll be going for the next Energy Ball once again, which does in turn give me the final shield from my opponent's end, and I'll be going for the next Energy Ball, which does knock out the Unova Stunfisk. And this is going to really close, because from this kind of range they cannot farm me down, and I can easily give up my shield and reach to the next Flamethrower just in time, which is going to be the overkill over here. But nevertheless, I do actually get the win for this battle over here as well. So GG's to my opponent. Well played. Moving into the next battle, I pick up a lead of Jellicent. So Jellicent is also very tough with this team, because the only hard answer to Jellicent is the Energy Ball from Slurpuff. But since I am shadow version of Swampert, so I'll be letting the charge move off. I should have shielded on the hindsight, either not calling it. So I went up for the Earthquake, and since I got the shield, I will be now immediately safe swapping into my own Slurpuff over here and getting ahead of energy to get to the next Energy Ball. But not before they could throw one more Shadow Ball over here, to which I went up for the shield, and they comes back with their own Alolan Ninetales over here. So it is not a counter to Alolan Ninetales, so it's not a counter to me as well, because I do have super effective Flamethrower over here that lands for so much damage, and I can easily go for the hard farm. But I should not have got for the CMP die over here, which I lose, which I did not no new over here, but now since I do went for the CMP type, I I did end up losing so much energy right now. To which now they comes back with their own Jellicent once again, and I can easily reach to the next energy ball. That must be enough to get the final sheet from my opponent's end, which is nice. To which now I think they cannot farm me down with bubble, so they have to throw, because bubble beam or shadow ball, which will be enough to get the knockout for my Slurpuff. And since both the shields are down, and they have something very weak in the back, I think, or maybe something very weak in the back, I'm not sure what, but since I counted that bubbles so accurately, I can easily catch the next Shadow Ball to my very low Swampert, and the back Pokemon is going to be a Mandibuzz over here, to which it will not appreciate the play roughs. That's hit for super effective, not coming through. So I'll be going for the back-to-back play roughs over here, but after building up a bit of extra energy, and I know that with Mandibuzz I do win CMP. So this is going to come down to the wire right now, because I think I can reach to the next play rough just in time before they can reach to the Shadow Ball, or they can even farm me down, which I do. I reach to the play rough, but is it going to be enough? Which it is, and I eventually get the win for the 4th battle here as well. Moving on to the next matchup, I pick up a lead of Shadow Granbull over here using Charm, which is not actually good, because the only answer to Shadow Granbull is actually my Galarianweezing, to which I'll be coming back with it, which is a hard answer and not good, but they comes back with their own Altaria over here. So even in the worst nightmare also, Altaria is not a counter to Weezing, because I can easily get to play roughs over here, which with which I can threat some potential shields, or maybe the knockout for the Altaria over here. To which now I go for the hard farm over here, which is, I think, not a ideal scenario, because I went for the hard farm, which is not good, because I have to end up shielding over here. And now I'm quite not sure what they have in their backline, but if it's a steal, which it is, because it's a Gradient Stunfisk, I am very much in a bad situation right now, because my Swampert is not that high in HP right now that it can tank earthquakes or rock slides, but it's not going to be enough. To which now they eventually get the hard farm on my Gradient Stunfisk with Mud Shot, really Mud Shot, which does virtually nothing. But since I'm so much low, I could throw 2 play roughs and 1 sludge, which is enough to get it low to 50%, but which is not that good, because how spammy, how bulky Galarian Stunfisk is. To which now I'll be letting the first rock slide go through, and I think I'll be letting the next rock slide go through as well, which I can easily tank, and I'll be happy that I don't have to shield up the next. But since they are so much spammy, they could reach to the next rock slide just in time. But now, after building up a bit of extra energy, I'll be going for the energy ball, which I think will knock out from this kind of range, which it does. And from this kind of range, I should have preserved the flamethrower, and I've come back with my Swampert, went for the Hydrokyre and CMP and get off the shield, and then I should have come back with my flamethrower over here, which is not a great play from my end, to which they will be eventually going for the crunch, and I eventually lose out a heartbreaking game over here after a really good long set. And so I pick up a 3-2 set in with this team over here. So this the 5 battles are not from a single set, but over randomly from a 2 different set, to which is going to be really nice. So that will be all for this video and for this double fairy backline. Hope you guys enjoy it, and see you again in the next one.